There is a lot of misinformation on YouTube.
Information and so-called fake news continues to be rapidly distributed on the internet. Our reality has become increasingly shaped by false information.
Fact is that PlayStation is still profitable. Everyone, including me, was wrong about the PS Portal. Everyone thought it was going to flop, but it's selling out every couple of months. Not even Sony expected this. True, it's not for you and it's not for me, but people really seem to be into it. So when I see people saying that PS Portal has failed in sales and engagements, I'm a bit shocked. These are documents, tax reports, and fiscal yearly reports. There are literally real waiting lists for this product to be restocked. There are also rumors of a PlayStation handheld coming out in 1 to 2 years. So the rumors adding up right now for this potential handheld coming around the PlayStation 6 timeframe is that it'll be able to play all PlayStation 4 games and some PlayStation 5 titles that get a patch, just like the Steam Deck patches to play those PlayStation games. To get those games properly running on the Steam Deck for PlayStation 5 games, it seems like this new handheld will need to get a patch like that, but all PS4 games should basically work on the handheld, is what I'm hearing. Long story short, expect the new PSP to play all PS4 games natively, and optimized to play some PS5 games, albeit a bit optimized for the handheld. Let's say they will decrease resolutions somewhere between 900p and 720p for the most demanding ones. So picture this, a PSP with the power of a PS4 Pro, but with the PS5 SSD. That'll truly help make games like Spider-Man 2 optimized for the handheld. As we know from past interviews with Insomniac, they clearly stated that games like Spider-Man 2 and Rift Apart require fast SSD speeds for the gameplay mechanics they implemented. Personally, I was skeptical, but when I played the two games, I understood what they meant. We also recently saw job listings in Japan about Sony trying to get people to assist them with getting their games working on different architectures, which has led people to believe that this could be for the new PlayStation Portable, maybe using ARM architecture. Either way, this is exciting because it sounds like Sony might actually be pushing for this handheld. I recently got my hands on some documentation about internal business meetings at Sony, and things are looking bright. Not as bright as they want, and this is the part where some YouTubers take this information and twist it into a massive failure on Sony's part. But the reality is Sony is outpacing all the competition right now. It's a historic moment. Sony predicted that this year wouldn't be as special and as profitable as they wanted, and YouTubers took this and ran with it. We are only halfway through the year, and two Sony IPs are making more profits than the entire Xbox lineup, Stellar Blade 2 and Helldivers. Now I want to read a comment that blew my mind. The cope is real, and I quote, "This is just starting, it's not over. COD is coming to Game Pass. What are you talking about? Do you think Microsoft just threw away $70 billion? Just to sit back, Microsoft spent $70 billion and laid off thousands of developers, closing multiple studios to keep profits up. Microsoft's $70 billion purchase disrupted the whole industry in a bad way. People lost their jobs, and game developers are quitting the industry because they don't feel safe anymore. Yeah, good job, Microsoft." In an interview with Bloomberg, Bond was asked why Hi-Fi Rush's success didn't ensure Tango Gameworks' safety in these layoffs. Her full response was as follows.
About the games industry is it's a creative art form, and it means that the situation and what success is for each game and studio is also really unique. Like there's no one size fits all to it for us. And so we look at each studio, each game team, and we look at a whole variety of factors when we're faced with sort of making decisions and trade-offs like that.
Bond's response dances around the question and has been criticized by fans and industry figures alike for coming off as if she wasn't properly prepared to discuss the shutdowns. Whatever the case, it has contributed to the loss of trust in the Xbox brand that has permeated this past week. So while Microsoft is merging companies just to get the rights to the IPs and firing half the staff afterwards, Sony's new CEO is looking to invest more money into their studios. Holst and Nishino feel the new structure will foster greater creativity and innovation as Sony searches for new ways to grow its business, but stressed expectations for us are high. Play and storytelling are fundamental to society. People are exploring new ways to interact with games, just as the passionate creators within our studios and our development partners craft incredibly rich stories and immersive new ways to play and build communities, reads an email penned by the two CEOs. According to the director of Days Gone, Sony is reportedly investing over $250 million into Ben Studios' next game. The studio has been fairly quiet since it launched Days Gone in 2019, only breaking its silence in 2021 when it confirmed some details about its next project. Another comment, buy it to play what? The same remasters of previous remasters? Stellar Blade, Spider-Man 2, God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Final Fantasy XVI, Returnal, Demon's Souls, and The Last of Us Part 1, Part 2 are all standout titles. The Last of Us series on PS5 is the definitive way to play. Looking ahead, Spider-Man 3, Wolverine game are coming out in 2025 or 2026, and more Horizon games are on the way. Additionally, PS4 remasters like Ghost of Tsushima and Uncharted 4 look better than most new games being released today. What is the fastest-selling PS5 exclusive? The title goes to 2023's Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which sold 2.5 million copies in the first 24 hours, setting the record for the fastest-selling PlayStation 5 exclusive game. Another comment, PlayStation forces you to pay to play online with PS Plus subscription. You're right, the requirement for a PS Plus subscription to play online can seem like a downside at first. However, the value offered by PS Plus Extra more than makes up for it. The sheer number of games available is amazing. I have about 20 games on my waiting list too, and the list keeps growing with each new addition to the library. Plus, the quality of the games included is top-notch, ranging from blockbuster hits to indie gems. It's like having a constantly updating game collection at your fingertips. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Asking what's the point of upgrading from a PS4 to a PS5 is really a ridiculous statement. It's like saying, why upgrade from a low-end graphics card like the GTX 1050 to a GTX 4080? You know what the first thing a PC gamer does when they upgrade? They take an older game, crank the graphics all the way up, and replay it. That's exactly what I did when I got the PS5. I replayed all the PS4 exclusives in 4K at 60 FPS, and it felt like a completely new experience. The PS5 is packed with features that go beyond just gaming. Here are some of the coolest ones. Unlike Windows, PlayStation offers seamless integration with YouTube and Twitch, making it incredibly easy to record and stream gameplay footage without needing any extra hardware or software. Thanks to the custom-built SSD, the PS5 boasts incredibly fast loading times. This means less waiting and more playing, with seamless transitions between different areas and levels in games. Something that often gets overlooked is the Tempest 3D audio tech. This tech offers a highly immersive audio experience. Using compatible headphones, players can experience sound coming from all directions, enhancing the realism and immersion of games. It includes improved social features, such as Share Play, which allows friends to watch your gameplay or even join in on your game, regardless of whether they own the game themselves. These features make the PS5 not just a powerful gaming console, but also a versatile entertainment system that caters to a wide range of needs and preferences. For most players, the PS5 is still a compelling choice of console in 2024. A catalog of exclusive games, many of them truly unmissable experiences, gives the PS5 a slight edge over the, technically more powerful, Xbox Series X. Now I want to hear your thoughts. What do you like and what do you dislike about the PS5? And did I miss anything? And what about the PSP3? Are you excited for that coming out? What are the features that it would excite you?
What's wrong with your arm?
Some sort of parasite. I was looking